Okay, we just arrived at the job, so we're just getting our tools. How you feeling, Waseem? How you feeling?
Feel good.
You feel good? Okay. Alright, let's go. Good. So we're on site now, we're in front of the boiler. It's a Worcester 240 boiler, you can see there. So just was asking, what's the situation?
So, sir, what was the issue with the boiler?
Well, I just ran the bath last night, and instead of firing up, it just made I heard some gurgling noises.
Okay.
And you put it on, it sounds as though it's going to come on and fire up, but it doesn't.
Okay.
So there's no hot water and no central heating.
Okay.
Right, so gurgling noises. To me that sounds like overheating. That's the sort of picture I'm painting on that, what you said there. So the pressure's down. If you look at the pressure gauge, yeah.
Yeah, that's been down a while. You might want
Right.
to make that a bit.
Okay, so that's
increase.
okay. So that's been down a bit.
Yeah,
Right,
but I always have it on just over minimum.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. So what we'll do, we'll do your little checks. What we normally do, make sure it's earthed and that, and then we'll do some tests.
Cool.
So just making sure it's earthed. Okay. Good. Right. What we'll do. There's your spur switch there. So turn it back on. That's. You got your timer there.
Yeah, I only ever use the 1 hour. I don't use so.
Okay.
You want to put it on
Yeah,
again?
put it on. Yeah.
Do you think?
So actually the pump is. I can hear the pump. That's a pump. That.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm going to do then, I'm going to turn the power off again and we'll take the case off. So that just lifts off.
Yeah, I had that off to see if there's anything that was obvious. I knew there wouldn't be, but I thought so.
Okay. So that's a pump there. Now on this, it's got an overheat start there, and that's tripped. So what could happen, if I press that, yeah, that's what it is. It's tripped, so it's overheated.
It's something simple.
Yeah, it's overheated, but the pressure's down.
Is that why? Why would it always? It's never done that before, Tony, ever.
Right. Well,
And when I put the, you see, I don't have the heating on a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, when I've had a hot bath, you're hot, so I don't put the heat this weather. I might put it on for an hour or so after. I can't understand why it would overheat though.
but what we're going to do, we're going to top the pressure up. I'm also going to check the expansion vessel. That's that red thing. We're going to check that.
Right.
Because that can make the pressure go down because it might be.
So it's not what you
overexpanding.
thought. It's not the fan.
Well, we've not got that stage yet because it has overheated. Cause that,
It did
that
make
button,
some weird gurgling noises.
Cause that sounds like overheating, and it is because that is now. I pressed it down, so that's okay. So it will start if I do this now.
You reckon?
Yeah. Well, let's turn it on.
Oh. Sometimes it does take a little while.
Okay.
It sounds as though it's wanting to flame up there.
Yeah. So
Hey.
it's fired up. Yeah, it's fired up.
Hey, you're a wizard.
That's it. Right, so anyway, as I said, we can look at the pressure now. Cause
do
it did overheat.
Because I'm paying. So.
Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to sort of have a think of what the customer's been saying. So we got this, as I said, we know it's overheated for some reason. It could be low pressure. The other thing what it could be, we need to check the burner pressure, make sure it's burning at the right level. So that's something else we need to consider. So we've got our U gauge here, which we'll use and set that up on the gas valve. Also, we've got the pump itself, as that's where I first thought it could be.
Yeah.
The other thing what it could be, what could make it overheat, see above the pump there, that's a thermistor.
Yes.
And it looks like it's had a new one because I can tell by the colour. If it was a original one, it'd be black, the old type. So this has been replaced in the past, so it's in like a purplish colour. So I reckon that's okay. We can do a resistance check to see what that is.
Yep.
So these are the areas what we're going to look in. So hopefully overcome all these things.
Sure.
So these are the things you got to be thinking of. So Waz, come on, what do you think?
Right, so I need to familiarise myself with the boiler. Now, where do I start? So, pipes.
So like I said, now in reality it's a bit different, the thinking. So these two pipes on the left,
Yep.
coming down, that would be your flow and return, that.
Yeah, flow and return. That's cold inlet. That's gas pipe. That could be the POV or push release. That's coming up. They're not even marked.
They might not be marked, but you just got to figure it out.
Yep.
So what you do, we're going to go inside the boiler and then we'll find out more. Now, on this one, that's an oldish type boiler. You got a screw here
Oh, on the side.
and one here, and then this will drop down.
Okay.
Okay, so you alright there?
Yeah, I mean, I was so comfortable in the classroom.
Watch this bottom end will drop down, so you
Okay.
got to keep that down. Yeah, go on, you were saying.
Yeah, it was really comfortable in the classroom. Everything was labelled, everything was simple. Right now, I'm sort of scratching my head trying to work out what's what, what's where, the flow sequence. I mean, like,
Well, let's figure it out then. So that's a diverter valve.
oh yes.
So I point some parts out to us.
Okay, so that's the drain off, right? That one.
What's what?
So that's the drain off. Okay, diverter valve.
Just a minute. What's okay? Forget the drain off.
Yep.
What's that? What the white thing then?
Do you know what? It's only me and you, and I've actually gone nervous.
Okay, so just go back to basics.
Yep. So, diverter valve, diverter valve.
So let's go through the three circuits. What are they? Your basics.
Primary hot water. So that would go from turn into the pump into the combustion chamber where it's heated. Okay, there's a return pipe.
Right, so where's the cold water? Just tell me the first circuit of the cold water and hot water. Where is it?
Okay, cold water in. Comes into diverter valve.
Okay.
Okay, from the diverter valve, it goes into this white cylinder. I've never come across this before.
Right. Okay. So what do we call something? What if the cold water inlet comes through the diverter valve? Where's that coal going to go to?
The plate heat exchanger.
Correct.
So this is the plate heat exchanger?
Yes.
Okay, right.
It's a clarifier, but it's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same principle. This is just an old school, but it's still the same
Right.
principle. So the basics, stick to the basics.
Just work out the sequence.
Yeah. So you just figured it out. That's it.
Cool. So that's the plate heat exchanger. From the plate heat exchanger it comes out here.
So what's the hot out from the hot water heat exchanger?
It looks like this one here.
No, it's not.
No, because it's coming through the pipe there. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon, look. So it comes through this pipe here, round the bend, onto that, and it's that pipe there.
Okay, so that's a hot out.
Yes.
Okay, alright, so that's that circuit done. What about the primary flow and return
Return.
for the heating? It's M2 what I said.
Yeah, it's these two. So it'll come up here through the diverter valve, through the pump, up the pump into the heat exchanger, around the heat exchanger, through that pipe there. So that's the flow pipe into the heat exchanger. That goes in there. Okay, from there it comes into this pipe here, back into the diverter valve and out the flow.
That's it. Okay, good. Alright. So, like I said, this is well done. You've got figured it out. But no, it's new. But this is your basics. Then 3 circuits in a combi.
Yep.
That's what you all look for, no matter what it looks like.
So the theory side of it is exactly the same,
Yeah.
but like I've never seen this in my life, so I was quite it was a bit of a challenge trying to work out the sequence. But once you understand it, it is quite simple.
Okay. Right. Alright, that's all what to know just for now. Just to figure out that. So well done. Right, the next thing we're going to look at is the expansion vessel, like I said. So that's the expansion vessel here.
Yep.
There's a Schrader valve. Take the cover off, cap off here. Now on this boiler, we're not going to touch, because it's fitted in the kitchen,
Yep.
we're not going to use that rule what we said about isolating the boiler, because this is an old thing. There's isolation valves there.
Yep.
We're not touching them because they'll start leaking.
Yep.
So we'll leave them alone. We're just going to open a PRV at the bottom there. It's pretty difficult to get on, but you have to just jam it open. Turn it towards you.
Yeah, man.
I can hear the water running out.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll just jam it, and we're going to attach our foot pump and put some air in that. Okay? Right, okay. So just put some air in. There's no air in that, so let's just see what air is it. So it's flat. Okay. So that would have been making it over expand when it gets hot. Right, there's water came out of that. Yeah, water come out of that there. So basically the expansion vessel's knackered. So we'll tell the customer that, but as I said, this needs a new boiler, so we're not going to really go there.
Okay.
But we'll explain the situation. So I'll just put the cap back on now. So when you see that, any guys, water coming out of there, like what we've got here, the expansion vessel, it's got, what has it got?
The diaphragm.
Yeah, that's it.
There's a hole in the diaphragm.
Yeah. Again, we spoke about this in the classroom.
Yeah.
Another situation. And then give the PRV a few flicks round just to reseat it. I think you made a slight mistake there. I think the PRV was closed already. It wasn't open.
Yeah.
And because it was open, I'll tell you why. Because if you lift this up, see the pressure's gone up here.
Yeah.
That means it just pumped into the system and not into the expansion vessel. So, but because we know we've got a hole in that diaphragm, we'll just leave as it is for this in this situation, because we're not going to get a proper air pumped into that
That's right.
diaphragm because it's got a hole in it.
That's right.
But just as a future reference, make sure the PRV is open, because if it's closed, you're just going to pump air into the whole system
That's correct.
and
Okay.
not into the
Okay.
expansion vessel. So just putting the panel back up, and then we're going to put some more air pressure in, water pressure, say, in the boiler. So what you're doing now?
I'm just gonna fill the system and back up with water again. So just using the screwdriver to open this.
That's it. So it's going up, yeah. So how are you feeling?
Well, way more confident than this morning. It's been good, man. It's been really good experience. Like, you know, I've never seen one of these, and now it's in my memory bank. So tomorrow, if I come across one of these, like, I should know it by the back of my hand. Especially like familiarising myself with the parts when it comes to that, and then also like the gas valve, the pump.
Okay. I'm going to create it. You won't know it like the back of your hand.
Oh no, they're never the
No.
same.
No, you won't know this by like your back of your hand, because it's the first time you've seen it.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
jump out of yourself.
Yeah.
Get real. No, you're not. So just take things one step at a time. Don't get too carried away with yourself, because you will get slapped down.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
This is reality training.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, well, so what we're going to do now?
So right now, I'm just going to check the resistance on the thermostat.
So yeah, it's not too bad. Get a bit closer, yeah. Okay, so that's looking okay.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah. Okay, good. Right, then from there what we're going to do, we're going to turn the boiler on. What mode do we run it in?
Heating.
Why?
If there's any air bubbles in the system, it will
Yeah.
dissipate into the heating.
Okay, good. Alright, so we're going to turn it on. But before we do, let's attach our U gauge. So that's our U gauge there. And we're going to attach it to the outlet of the gas valve. That's it. So me a screwdriver. You settle down a bit now on this job?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough. Now on this boiler, we've got a data plate. So the data plate on this particular boiler is here.
Okay.
So I think it's around about 14 millibar. If you move that wire out of the way, let's just see if I can see.
Okay, burner pressure.
That is, yeah, 14 hot water. There.
Yep.
That's
Just the last.
yeah, 14. So that's what we're going to be expecting. So let's turn the boiler on. You want the timer. I think it's the top one, the top button. Is it? Press it again. Or is it the bottom? What does it say?
Select 1 hour all day in advance. So select.
I think one. That's it. That's it. Right, so it's fired up. So this burner pressure, that's for central heating. But we're going to leave it in heating mode for a minute, so just get rid of any air out of the boiler.
Okay. Yep.
And then we'll put the hot water on. So here's the taps. That's just always got do not use. Right. I think there might be a tap in that other room.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Okay, well let's turn that on. Just put the hot on there. Okay, yeah. So there's a burner pressure, so it's about 12, something like that. Well, it's not over anyway. You know, it's not like it was 16 or 17 making it overheat. So it's under. So for me, it's probably that the pressure was down too much, and then that's what made it do the gurgling. Pump's obviously working.
Yep.
So taking all these things into account, what do you think?
We've checked all. We've basically checked everything. I mean, the customer's happy. It will last him a little while till the boiler is replaced.
So,
But as a first experience, as a first experience, you know, amazing, because like it's hands-on, and yeah, when we walked through the door, boy, I was nervous.
Okay, good. All right, so we're going to turn the tap off. Just feel it, that's getting hot anyway. And tell you what, you come back here, Waz. You can feel a hot pipe from the boiler.
Sorry. What's this one here?
Yes, that's a hot outlet.
Yep.
What does it feel like?
Yeah, it's hot, but I think because it's painted over, need a bit of insulation.
Well, what we can do, as I said, this burner pressure, we could take a bit more. So this is the modular egg here. Let's undo that screw there, get a stubby screwdriver, and we can adjust it so you can get some more out of it. Now let's see if you can remember what you learnt in the classroom. Do you remember when we spoke about the modular egg on the gas valve, or you forgot? Tell the truth.
Right now my mind's going completely blank, because I
Okay.
knew you were going to ask me.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. This one, the small one, that's for the maximum, and the brass one, the outer one, for the minimum. So I can turn this with my hand, and we're going to see if I can adjust it. It's not adjusting. It's not gone up much more. It's gone up a little bit. Let's see. You can see it moving.
It's gone up, yep, a little bit, yep.
But that's the maximum I'm going to get. Now, if I pull a lead off like this, I've pulled a lead off now, so it's dropped down because it's not energised anymore because I disconnected the lead.
Yes.
So what you would do then, if you wanted to do the maximum, minimum, you would turn the nut,
Yes.
and that adjusts the minimum one with the lead disconnected. And then you put the lead back on. Now watch when I put the lead on. See it jump up?
Yep.
So that's how you do that. Yeah?
Okay.
So that's the best we're going to get. Okay. What we'll do, we'll quickly check the working pressure in there.
Okay.
So we'll turn the tap off. Quickly do it.
That's done.
Right, what we'll do, turn the power off 1 sec. Right, attach it onto the inlet now.
Sorry.
Just a couple of turns. That's it. That's it. Quickly shove that on. Right, let's turn the boiler back on. That's our standing pressure. Open the tap, let's see what we've got. Just going to check the working pressure now. So the working pressure's 15, it's over 15. So that's probably why we can't get that extra bit, because the working pressure's a bit low.
Okay.
And it's because it's that 15 mil pipe. See that pipe there?
Yep.
Yep. So it's that 15 mil pipe. But anyway, it is what it is. We told them that we need a new boiler,
Yeah.
and the pipe works too small. What's upgrading? So make sure they're tight. Don't want them leaking. That's it, good. Excellent. So we can put the modular egg cover back on. So that's it really. So yeah, we just sort of that's it. We're going to just wrap up and put everything back together. But we set everything, checked everything, but as I said,
Yeah.
that's as good as it's going to get for the boiler until it's replaced.
Yeah.
Good.
So if something else went wrong, chances are the parts aren't available.
That's it, yeah. The only thing what you can get for that is a pump,
Yeah.
but everything else, and then the gas valve, but we've done the gas valve modular egg. We've put a new thermistor on it in the past, but other
I
than
don't
that,
like what you're saying about having to change a pipe because it's going up to the ceiling there.
well, the gas pipe is too small, so
What, for a newer type?
yeah, for a new boiler, yeah.
What, that one, smaller on the
Yeah,
left?
yeah. It's even a bit small for this one, but on a new one, it's going to be even worse.
How wide would it be?
The same as this one,
Same as the other one?
yeah, like this, like that,
Same
yeah.
as the other two?
Yeah, so this is
Well,
22.
you're probably able to get that through there,
And
that whole...
Yeah, I'd say we could. Yeah.
Just trying to think when...
Right, Baz, so put the front back on. Of the,
Oh, I know where that goes. That's the top of the stairs then, must be.
Right.
Water's okay now?
Yeah, we've had it on.
Lovely.
You're on there. Make sure the top's on. If you want, get your step ladders. Take it off and get your steps. Alright, we're back in the van now, just finished from that customer's house. So just a recap of what you've come across and what you learnt on that job, Baz.
Being my first job, like I said in the classroom, we rehearsed introduction of yourself to the customer, greeting, and how you come across, and that for the first time was quite good. It was amazing because quite friendly anyway, so it went quite easy. But then when it got to the boiler side of it, I've never seen this old boiler. So for me, what I learnt today, what Tony said is, I got to the diverter valve and I was like, okay, what's this white round thing which I've never seen? Because to me a plate heat exchanger has always been rectangular. But then what you said is follow the sequence and then you work out what is what. So that was lesson number one. Number two, in the classroom again, theory talked about the diaphragm being ripped and water coming out the shower valve. And seeing that in real today, that I remember forever now. So as soon as I see that, now I can, I visualized it before, but now it's happened to me. Water came out, so now it will stick in my memory. And again, when we were doing the modular egg, first of all, I knew Tony was going to ask me about the modular egg, so my mind just went blank. Secondly, it's the first time seeing one physically and then remembering, oh yes, there was a small nut and a big nut and what we had to do. So right now, like after this experience, it's embedded in my brain and I can put my theory and practical together.
Alright, cool. Excellent. So, that's going to be it on this little episode on this job. We're going to another job now and going through the journey of Waseem's development and the mentorship program and his quest to change his life to be a masterful engineer and make the lifestyle what he's been thinking about to make this move to this industry, and he's going to make it reality. So we'll carry on his progress. We'll see on another video how he's doing. So bye for now. I'll see you on the next video.